All right, so coming into this, you should have already opened this document, written down this information about what we're going to be doing today so that we've got it in our notes and already have done the warm-up. So hopefully you remembered this. This is what we worked on a while back. But when we are solving inequalities with just one variable, all we're doing is getting the x by itself. So I'm going to subtract the 5. So I've got negative 3x less than or equal to 15. Here is the one thing that you got to remember with solving inequalities. The one thing you got to remember when we're solving inequalities that make them special or different is that when I divide by a negative number, I have to flip or reverse the inequality symbol. So I have x, and now it's going to switch the other direction to be greater than or equal to negative 5. When I'm graphing this, I'm going to put negative 5, that's my important number, and 0. I'm going to put my dot at the dividing point of what makes it true, what makes it not true at negative 5. Because it is or equal to, I'm going to fill it in, and it is greater than. Okay? So if you have specific questions on the homework, because these are kind of so work and graphically oriented, why don't you bring those with you to class on Monday or email me about them. Okay, so here's what we just did. Graphing on a number line is one-dimensional or in one variable. We have just the x. So if you remember what we just did, if I have x is greater than 5, I know I put the dot at 5. With that one, I keep it open when I have just less than or greater than. I have an open circle, and this means greater than, so I go to the right. If I have one like x is less than or equal to negative 3, I'm going to put my negative 3 and my 0. My dot goes at negative 3, but because it's or equal to, I have to fill in the dot. Okay, so we're going to move from that today into ones that are two-dimensional or two variables. So we're going to put them on an x, y plane. So how do you think this less than and greater than signs differ, and the less than or equal to and greater than or equal to? What I had just then was the open circle for the less than and greater than, the filled in circle for the less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. Here's how it changes. Because it's not included, the less than or equal to, so less than or equal to, becomes a dashed line. The less, oh, I think I just said that wrong. The less than or greater than without the equal to becomes a dashed line. The less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, because it includes the points on the line, is a solid line. Okay, so again, dashed, points on the line, not included. solid, points on the line are included. You want to make sure that you have written that down. Let's look at it one more time so that you can have this all in one place. Let's write this into our notebook. So you may want to pause the video when you're graphing inequalities. And this is, again, on an XY plane. Less than and greater than. Use a dashed line because what's on the line is not included. Less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, uses a solid line because the points on the line are included. If I have less than, I'm going to shade below. So if I had a line like this, I would shade below the line. Greater than and greater than or equal to, I'm going to shade above the line because it's all the points that are bigger. Okay, I'm going to make a separate video for the examples. You're going to want to watch that as well. I just don't want the video to get too big. Come back and watch a second video.